Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. We're so glad you've joined us. So today we are doing a special tarot reading. This is in celebration of the Lionsgate portal that is on August 8th. In fact, it's called the 8/8 portal. And the reason that this is so exciting is that this is the time of year when the veil is so very thin that we can easily get downloads, bursts of inspiration, revelations, epiphany about our life and the direction that we are to head in. We may get these like momentary glimpses of what life could be like or what our destiny is if we would allow ourselves to take action and go in that direction. So during this time, it's this actually, let me say that this is actually going to be activated in your 8th house, okay? And the 8th house, this could be an emotional time for you, Capricorn, because the 8th house is about shared resources, intimacy, inheritance, death, taxes, anything that where you may share resources or time with another person, business person, romantic partner, or a family or friend. So it's kind of, something where it can be very emotional because the 8th house tends to have a lot of emotions to it. Now, I really recommend that you watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And the reason is because your rising sign is actually the house that's going to be activated. And then your sun sign is ruled by your ego, right? And our ego is going to try to keep you safe. You know, you're going to be activated. You're going to have this burst of inspiration to make some big change in your life. And yet at the same time, your ego is going to try to keep you safe. That's its job. It doesn't like for things to, to change up in life. So it is understanding that that's all the ego is trying to do. It sometimes can highlight things to think about, right? But it also can bring up a lot of fears. So it's a good time to kind of like have that in the back of your mind that your ego is, if it's triggering you, bringing up a lot of fears about why you shouldn't make changes in your life, to allow yourself to sit with that for a little bit and understand that your ego is only trying to keep you safe. Now, the reason you want to watch your moon sign is because that is about your emotions. And this is a very emotional portal. So it could be that, that will help you to understand the emotions that you are going through at this time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with the oracle cards to get an idea of the overall energies for this portal for you. And Capricorn, if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all your support. It does help to get my message out to more people. All right, so let's see what we have here. Solitude and silence, peace prevails, and hummingbird spirit, be here now. Okay, it's really important for you during the next week or so. The veil is the thinnest on August 8th, but we have already started in the energy of this portal. It's really important for you to spend maybe some time by yourself, maybe in nature or in your home, somewhere where you feel really comfortable, because I feel like there is this energy of emotions coming up, of looking at what you have in your life as far as time and resources, where you are putting that, and how other people or your mindset about obligations to other people could be holding you back from what it is that you truly want to acquire for yourself, or experiences that you would like to have for yourself. Yes, it's almost an energy of, I'm going to say there's a little bit of an energy here where you feel perhaps a little bit taken advantage of by somebody else. And, this could be in the workplace. This could be your boss, or this could be, a family member or a friend that always is wanting your time or perhaps your resources, your money, and yet at the same time is not, reciprocating at all. there's an energy here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you know, you do have deception underneath. I think for some of you, you're kind of getting a little bit of a glimpse. Remember, the Lionsgate is about having this burst of inspiration or a revelation, an epiphany. I feel like what you're understanding is that perhaps somebody has taken advantage of you. Like maybe you have even allowed yourself to make excuses for this person, or you've had some mindset, maybe even from childhood, where, you know, oh, well, they're a family member, I have to take care of them, or something like that. There is this energy where you have this momentary glimpse of understanding that that person really and truly is taking advantage of you. Okay, so perhaps, you know, it's somebody, okay, that is constantly asking for money, and then you find out that, you know, they bought something extravagant for themselves. You know, they're always like having a pity party for themselves about, you know, they don't have enough money. They may be asking you for money, or perhaps you just feel obligated because, you know, it's a relative of yours, or maybe even your adult child. So you're always kind of like paying for their share of dinner or a vacation or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you get this glimpse and they've purchased maybe something that is extravagant but for themselves, and you're like, whoa. Like, wow, really? You know, and I feel like for some of you, you may even be, you know, if this is somebody that you're thinking of marrying, or a business partner somewhere where your money is really shared contractually, you know, like it is truly shared, like you share bank accounts, or you share stocks or something like that, or you share a home. I feel like for some of you, you're understanding, wait a minute, I kind of have to maybe seek out an accountant, a CPA, a lawyer, a financial advisor. Seek out somebody that can help me to make sure that I'm protecting myself. And then I think for some of you are possibly leaving this person behind because you understand that they have truly deceived you, taken advantage of you, and you're really, you know, making a change. It's kind of like, okay, that's it, you know. But I don't think you can see this unless you are really quiet. It's almost as if you've busied yourself, been distracted. You know, for some of you, this person may have been distracting you. And it's not until you're super quiet, maybe even she's looking at the books there, right? It's almost kind of like, I know that's like a reading book maybe that she's looking at, but I feel as you could be checking your checking account, your portfolio, you know, something like that. And you realize, oh, wait a minute, you know, it could be a business partner that is, you know, taking more than their share. Something is here. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Capricorn, I also want to say that, you know, I do personal readings. I have a personalized Lionsgate reading up right now. You know, so if this is resonating with you and you want a reading that's a little bit more personalized for your situation, you may want to check that out. The link is in the description box below, and I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so we have travel. We have serendipity, and then we have the Hierophant. Okay, so the travel card, if you see that, okay, I feel like this is somebody that is really near and dear to your home, okay? So it could be a family member. Once again, it could be a parent, right? An older parent. It could be an adult child. It could be somebody that you actually live with. It's something like that. See the serendipity? This is the moment that I think you understand that things are not the way that you thought they were. It's almost as if they have closed the doors, you know, or closed the books. And it's kind of like you haven't been able to really and truly see what is in there. So somebody, to me, it's kind of like, I'm really seeing those closed doors as kind of like somebody has not been very open about what it is that they truly have as far as time or resources, money, you know, anything that's in that area. So let's see what we have. Yeah, I feel like For some of you, it is kind of like an energy where you understand you have to be more independent in this, that somebody has been holding back. I feel like somebody has been holding back secrets from you. And it's almost this energy where you understand that you have to stand up for yourself. And it could be that maybe this is a pattern that has been repeated over and over in your life. So perhaps you have not just one person that this has happened to you, where somebody has taken advantage of you, especially in the form of money or time. And so you're understanding, oh, wait a minute. I think this is like a huge epiphany that you have to really kind of stand up for yourself, take care of yourself, because I feel like what you're getting is once again this glimpse that somebody that you've kind of assumed was on the same page, once again, the same page as you about money, okay, is not really and truly on the same page as you. And so it could be a difference in values, the way that you value money and they value money. Or it could just be that this person, depending on the situation, is somebody that is a little bit selfish, cares more about what they have instead of reciprocating with you. So let's take a look at your obstacle at this time. Yeah, oh my goodness, never ending story. Yeah. So it's a never-ending story of thinking that this is a person that you can keep happy and keep in your life, like celebrating. But you could also find that this person has, it could be, a spouse that has other people in their life, right? There's this energy where I feel like this person either has been hiding how they're actually spending their money, right? They're out celebrating and they may be saying, oh, I'm having a hard time, making rent. And then you find out, oh my goodness, they're going out and partying with their friends, something like that, where you're understanding. But it's more than that, Capricorn, because this is a pattern of behavior of attracting in people that take advantage of your time and resources. And I'm going to say, I feel like this is a sense of worthiness, right? Our money represents our worth. You may feel as if, well, if I give them money, then they'll stay in my life. There's almost that energy, of trying to make people happy by giving them money or giving them your time, more so than what you're getting back from this person, and just finding yourself in this moment, understanding, like it's almost like you can see it, maybe even going back, 20, 30, 40 years. It's not just with this person. I think that that's the thing. You're understanding, this is something I've done, like perhaps my whole life. You may have even thought at some times that you had healed this situation, and now you're understanding, yeah, look at this, 3 of Wands. I feel like it's almost as if this person just thinks that you are kind of like a walking ATM. And it's not really just a walking ATM, right? But I feel like you are obligated. You have a sense of obligation. You are coming from a very loving energy. Like you feel like this person is part of my life, is part of my family. I'm feeling obligated to take care of this person, right? But you understand that all they want is, you may have 10 pentacles, but they're always asking, maybe just for one at a time, but it's a constant little trickle that is going out to this person. Yeah. So let's take a look at what, that this is what, let me clarify that this is what your ego is going to tell you. Your ego is going to tell you that, well, it's only a little bit at a time. What your understanding is maybe when you're looking in the books, right, that it's added up to 10 pentacles. It's time to walk in a different direction. Yeah. Capricorn, I'm really sending you a lot of love and hugs with this because this is very emotional. I think because you are coming from a very loving part of you in this situation. And when you have this glimpse, this epiphany, this revelation about all of this, right? It's going to be very painful because I feel like you're going to feel very taken advantage of. And yet at the same time, because I think for some of you, you are going to cut it off from this person. You understand that you maybe have tried to build healthy boundaries with this person and you can't do that anymore. It's kind of like, yeah, this is the way they are. They're never going to change. And that's not who I want to have in my life. So now let's take a look at the emotional impact of this. Yeah, round and round, look at that. Your angels are coming in to help you to see this pattern, because this pattern is preventing you from going in the direction of your own dreams, because I feel like you're giving too much time and resources to this person, or perhaps you have a couple of different people in your life that you can see this pattern with, and therefore you don't have the money, the resources, the time to go do what it is that you really want to do. So maybe you're wanting to travel, right? And all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, okay, maybe I'm only giving this person 1 pentacle a month or whatever, right? But I'm looking at this and now all of a sudden I realize over the course of time or over the last year or two, I have given this person 10 pentacles, right? I could have gone on a very nice trip. I could have purchased something really nice for myself. Maybe you've actually needed like a new car or, a new appliance in your home or something like that. And you've been putting it off because you feel obligated to kind of like take care of somebody else. And this is really and truly preventing you from having what it is that you want in your life. With the temperance energy, this is a very much an energy of understanding that when you overgive, right? The temperance is balance. When you overgive to other people, you don't have the rewards that you want for yourself. It's tempering your wanting to overgive to other people. Wow. Yeah. And I feel like this, you have the Hierophant twice. I'm going to say, this is family values, okay, that maybe you grew up with, growing up in a family where, there is that mentality that we have to take care of each other, right? And I'm not saying that that isn't somewhat a lovely way to view family, right? We take care of each other. We support each other. But this is different because this person doesn't play by those rules. It's like everybody else in the family may be helping each other in times of need, right? But this person just always needs. This person always gets, but never shares what they have. And I feel like that's what you're really stuck in, it's kind of like, yes, okay, I've given all I am going to give. The gravy train stops, because what you're understanding is that you're doing this from a very loving point, but they're not appreciative, because if they were appreciative, would they just keep coming back and asking for more? And therefore, it's kind of like you also understand how different your values are. You are doing it from a loving point. They are perhaps saying to you, well, but you have more than I do. You possibly should share with me. We're part of the same family. Maybe you need to get better care of me, that type of energy. Now, this is not for somebody, that really and truly needs your help, somebody that you may have in your family, like an elderly parent or something like that, that really and truly needs your help. This is different because this is somebody that is close to you, but is deceiving you, is not following, it's just telling you one story and then going and doing another, asking you for money, right? But then going out and having a good time. And it's not that you don't want them to have a good time ever. It's just you're understanding that you're not being able to have a good time because you're sharing too much with this person. Yeah, really difficult energy. But here's the thing, Capricorn, is that seeing this pattern helps you to expand in your own life. I do feel like you're going to understand, my goodness, for some of you, you've fallen into this pattern and it has helped you to prevent yourself from taking action on what you really and truly want. because you could be using this almost as an excuse, if you will, for not going after what it is that you truly want. You're constantly saying, well, I have to take care of so-and-so. I have to share what I have with so-and-so, or so-and-so really needs me. Maybe it's an emotional wanting of having someone that needs you. So you're emotionally maybe willing to put into this. But what you're understanding is that it is really and truly breaking your own heart, because your heart is not then able to have those experiences, have those material things that you truly desire. Interesting energy there, Capricorn. All right, so let's see. Let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. Let's see what we have here. Am I consistently showing up? Yeah. Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dreams. I think this person is preventing you from staying consistent to your dreams. If there's something that you are truly wanting, perhaps you do want to travel, right? There's something that you want to do, and yet at the same time, you're allowing this person, right, to keep you away from being consistent to that dream. If you have a bank account where you're putting money into it every month so that you can go on some big trip or buy something that you've been really wanting, right? But this person is constantly asking for that pentacle, and you are consistently giving them that pentacle, then you're not consistently showing up for your dream. It's understanding, no, I pay myself first. I pay myself first. And then if I have some extra and I'm willing to share, great. But I'm paying myself first. And when I say myself first, it's your dream. It's what you want to experience. It's what you would like to have in this world. And we are not here to be paupers. We are not. We are here to experience everything that we would like to experience. Really beautiful energy, Capricorn. I'm sending you much love and hugs. And this would be a really good time to kind of journal your feelings, your energy about this, and especially if you're seeing that this is a pattern that has repeated either in your family or in your own life, right? Understanding, okay, I'm ready to break this pattern. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.